Hi, let's make cheese. What do we need? 3 liters of milk, teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of yogurt, 1/4 of a cup lemon juice, another container with the strainer on it, and a cheesecloth. We're gonna save the juice because we're gonna preserve the cheese in that juice. So we start by boiling the milk. Make sure to stay with the milk and stir so it doesn't get crusty at the bottom while it's boiling. It hasn't reached that point yet. In the meantime, we're gonna mix the salt, the yogurt, and the lemon juice and have it ready. This is a mixture of the yogurt, lemon juice, and salt. So it's about almost gonna reach the boiling point. As soon as you see bubbles, turn it down. And we're gonna add what we have prepared, the mixture of yogurt, lemon, and the salt. And I have the cheesecloth here on a strainer ready, and the juice is gonna go into that pot. We need to save the juice, so you have to have that ready. And so I'm gonna turn this down. And now I'm going to add, so I added the yogurt and lemon salt mix in here. I have turned down the heat. And now we're gonna watch for curdles. It's gonna start getting chunks. It's gonna look like cottage cheese like that. And turn off the heat. It doesn't need to boil. You see that? Those are cheese. And we're gonna pour this whole thing into the cheesecloth and the strainer. As soon as the juice looks more clear, like all the fat is separated and the juice is yellowish and more clear, just to be sure all the fat is separated. And that's the color we want. The whole thing, it takes about a couple of minutes, and then you strain it. You see that it's starting to get kind of yellowish. That means it's separated, and now we can strain this. Here I put the it looks a bit too full, so I'll take some of that juice out because I don't want it to sit in the juice. Okay, I separated the juice and put it in a different container to cool off, like that. And now this has room. Now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna add some more salt here, because last time I made it didn't have enough taste and salt. So I'm gonna put some salt. We're gonna squeeze, and the juice is gonna extract anyway. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt at this point. There, I added some salt. You can even flavor it at this point. You can put your favorite herbs, whatever that you want your cheese to taste like, you can add at this point. And we're gonna tuck it in and put something heavy on it. You can let this happen overnight or just few hours before you bring it out and cut it. And we're gonna put it in that juice that it's cooled off, and then you can preserve it in a jar or container. But for now, you tuck it in and you put a plate or something on it, something heavy, to let all the juices out. Then I put a plate on it like that. And put something on it, can or something, to hold that plate down. Okay, now it's a few hours later. Let's discover what's happening. I think it's good enough to cut. Okay, so here I have a jar that I put some salt in it already, and we're gonna cut and put the chunks in there. So I'll put them in there. And that's how it's done. And then you put this extra juice on top of it. Put the lid on and put it in the fridge. That's it. Enjoy. Nice.